Music City Wrestling today, title match. The Tag Team Championships on the line. The Centerfolds from South Beach, Miami, Florida, taking on the team of Dangerous Doug Gilbert and Wolfie D. This, Paul Adams, a title match right here on TV today.
Absolutely, right here on TV. In addition to all the exciting action that the fans are going to see tonight out here at the fairgrounds in Nashville, Tennessee, 8 p.m. start. They are getting a tag team title match. Got to give it up for the Centerfolds putting the belts online right here on television today on WNAB.
And what a combination Wolfie D and Dangerous Doug Gilbert have become. These are two people that have had their moments on the wrong side of the tracks, but they are working together and working quite well as a tag team, locking up Doug Gilbert with one of the Centerfolds, backs him up into the corner. He has him stranded right there. Wolfie D holding on. He ducks out of the way. Look at this. Look at this. There is a very smart tag team move.
It's going to be an excellent match, Michael, because you got two teams that are used to working together as tag teams in this match. You got the champions and challengers. They've worn the belts before. They know each other well. Both sides do. It's going to be an even matchup today on television.
A big weight advantage for the Centerfolds. They claim they're from South Beach, Miami. I think the only way they got to South Beach is they were beached there, if you know what I mean. But they're up against the team of Dangerous Doug Gilbert, coming from the first family of Western Tennessee professional wrestling, the Gilbert family. He's a second-generation wrestler, and look at this. He's riding herd on the Centerfold, and away we go.
Well, he's wearing them cowboy boots, so there's really no call for that. He tagged in Wolfie D here. Both of these, Doug Gilbert and Wolfie D, look at the attire they wear to the ring. It looks like they all have an article in the Tennessee and maybe an advice column called Dear Shabby. Look at how these people are attired.
Well, what about the Centerfolds? Why don't you say something about their attire? They look like they're in a time warp back to 1966.
I would say they are very colorful. They are flamboyant. It is almost like, I don't know, the Fabulous Fargos meet the Moondogs maybe. Or maybe like to go along with the whole thing we got coming up at the Thanksgiving, the Tennessee reunion. Kind of like maybe the Moondogs meet Exotic Adrian Street. What do you think about that, Michael?
Well, Exotic Adrian Street will be in Nashville, Tennessee at the Fairgrounds Arena on Thanksgiving night. He will be taking on Billy Joe Travis in a big match. But boy, do we have a card on tap tonight here in Nashville. The team you see in the ring right now, Wolfie D and Doug Gilbert, will take on Flash Flanagan and Billy Joe Travis. Plus, Shane Eaton will be in action. Nick Dinsmore and Frenchie Riviera in a big match. The loser will have to wear a dress. And look at this. Wolfie D going to town in the corner.
A heavy chop right there in the corner by Wolfie D. You see the crowd. Oh, encouraging to repeat that right there. And if you were here last Saturday night, you saw Wolfie D. My God, it's lights out this week for that tag team match.
And there, Wolfie D catches him with the right hand, and down the big man goes. And Wolfie is ready to do battle one more time. But the Centerfolds all of a sudden are closing the magazine as they step outside the ring.
And what I was about to say, Michael, before I was interrupted by that big wind up there by Wolfie D. Last week here in Nashville, he took on Flash Flanagan in a sanctioned match. He threw Flash off the balcony over here, 20 feet drop into a pile of chairs on the floor. This week for that tag team main event tonight in Nashville, Wolfie D and Doug against Flash Flanagan and Billy Joe Travis. This one's not even sanctioned. It's a lights out match. Anything goes. Last week was sanctioned, this week is unsanctioned. I can't even imagine what we're going to see tonight in Nashville.
But I can assure you, the focus of this match right now for Dangerous Doug Gilbert and Wolfie D are the tag team belts that the Centerfolds own. The belts are on the line in the match you are watching right now on television. The Centerfolds right now are putting those belts up against Wolfie D and Dangerous Doug Gilbert, and thus far, the match has definitely gone the way of Wolfie D and Doug Gilbert.
Absolutely. You know, the Centerfolds are scheduled for a tag team title match tonight against the Shooting Stars. As you see Wolfie D go over the top there, it looks like the Centerfolds might get the advantage, but they could end up defending it against this team, Wolfie D and Doug, tonight if they win this one here today on television.
Wolfie D tried to break his fall, and as he did, he slammed his shoulder against the ring, and now, look at that, his back being rammed into the, look at this, headbutts into the small of the back. And Wolfie D, the worst to wear, the Centerfolds change places in the ring. Wolfie D now rolling back into the ring to break the count. And I'll tell you, Paul, this match is gonna get vicious. You can feel it.
Well, we've got a couple more matches scheduled for in this hour, but this is a title match. And I tell you, like I said, these two teams are evenly matched up. We may take the remainder of the show to get through this one to determine a winner in this title match.
One thing about the Centerfolds, they have worked for many organizations and have worked very well as a tag team. They've worked for a long time as a tag team. And with that comes the history of being able to wear down your opponents, and that's exactly what they're doing to Wolfie D. But this is a young man that is resilient, and he is firing back on instinct right now.
Absolutely, that crowd gets behind him, and I don't know what it is about Wolfie D that he's encouraged by this crowd, why he even worries about those people, but he does. But what I want to say, like you were talking about, the Centerfolds, they have always stuck together. They have always remained a tag team. Wolfie D and Doug, they have found themselves on opposite ends of the tracks many times in the past. Who knows what could happen by the end of this one?
Wolfie D, of course, one half of PG-13. Dangerous Doug Gilbert has teamed with the best, including his late brother Eddie Gilbert, Tommy Rich, you name them. And Doug Gilbert has been a tag team partner even of Billy Joe Travis. But right now, he and Wolfie D have combined to make quite a name for themselves. They have made quite a stir here in Music City Wrestling, going right after these belts today. And right now, Wolfie D, in the worst way, needs to make a tag.
That's right. On the receiving end from a unique mover by Ken Arden there. Went for a casual pin, and Wolfie got a near fall.
Oh, that was we almost saw the title change hands right then and there.
Well, but Ken's going to stay back on him. Like I was alluding to earlier, these Centerfolds, they've never split up and gone their own ways. They've never really went after singles titles or singles accolades. They've remained tag teams. These two egos on the other end, have very often gone on their own way because they both got these egos and they thrive off the crowd, which is encouraging Wolfie D to get to the corner and make the tag right now.
Wolfie D with that maneuver off the ropes, he DDT'd him, but I don't know if it had the full strength because Wolfie D has lost so much strength as he has remained in the ring the entire match, but there he made the tag, and here comes Dangerous Doug Gilbert. He's winding up and throwing those right hands.
And Doug's fired up. This is just a little bit of what they're going to see tonight. He's going after the belts right here. He caught him with a super kick.
Down he goes. Here comes Wolfie D across the way. Doug and Wolfie D have things going. They're looking out. Here
there's Flash. There's Travis.
Where did they came out of the dressing room. They came out of nowhere. The referee calls for the bell. This has gotten out of hand. Flash Flanagan and Billy Joe Travis working over Wolfie D.
And the Centerfolds wisely getting out of there with their belts and let these four fight it out like they're going to do tonight in Nashville at the fairgrounds.
I gotta say, that was a save by Flanagan and Travis. The Centerfolds were a beaten team.
Well, to be honest, I don't think it was like trying to help out the Centerfolds. I don't think they had that in mind. I just think they can't wait until tonight at the fairgrounds to get a hold of Doug Gilbert and Wolfie D. This one's intense.
Well, I'll say this much. It can't get much crazier around here on Music City Wrestling. They are headed to the dressing room. We're going to take a break, but first we're going to go to Bert Prentice at ringside.
Unbelievable. Wolfie D and Doug Gilbert had the tag team championship in their grasp, and here come Flash Flanagan and Billy Joe Travis. They had the Centerfolds going, and of course, Flash Flanagan and Billy Joe Travis don't want Wolfie D and Dangerous Doug Gilbert being the tag team champions. You were so close.
So close, but no cigar, and close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Billy Travis and Flash Flanagan. Flash, you know I got a score to settle with you for hanging me from the rafters up there. Well, Flash Flanagan and Billy Joe, it looks like me and Dangerous Doug got our wish. No holds barred match this Saturday night. The Dangerous one and Wolfie D, and I guess now the D stands for Dangerous. We're coming to get Billy Joe and Flash Flanagan. We got a score to settle.
Lights out, non-sanctioned match. Anything goes. I'm not responsible tonight.
You know what? If you want to see a good wrestling match, don't come and watch this, because what I'm talking about, like Wolfie D said, D's for Wolfie and D's for Dangerous. So what's going to happen? It's like the D and D Express. Like I said before, Bert Prentice, it can get real hot with Dangerous Doug, and somebody can get hung with Wolfie D. So what I'm making a promise. Tonight, a few short hours away, it's going to get real hot right here in this building, and somebody's probably going to be took right up about 40 foot and hung like a, you know what, Wolfie? People in the old days, they got hung by trees. Here at the Nashville Fairgrounds, they're getting hung from the balcony this week. That's a promise from Dangerous Doug to everybody in TV land.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think Doug Gilbert said it best. It's not going to be a wrestling match tonight. It's going to be a non-sanctioned brawl. Don't miss this one. It's going to be intense. Okay, wrestling fans, on today's show, we're going to show you some matches that were taped last October. My production crew's on holiday vacation, and we'll be back with a fresh show for you next Saturday right back here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is wrestling tonight. That's right, tonight, only at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena. Tonight, Saturday, December 27th. Ooh, the main event, I'm going to get right to it. First, we have a 16-man over-the-top rope battle royal. That's right, 16 of the biggest names in wrestling collide, plus the winner of that battle royal will meet Terry Golden for the North American title belt tonight. That's right, whoever wins the battle royal tonight goes right in the next match against Terry Golden for the North American title belt. You'll see Wolfie D, Doug Gilbert, the Centerfolds, Colorado Kid, Nick Dinsmore, Trailer Park Tracks, Jason Lee, Bulldog Reigns returns, Dutch Mantell, Chris Michaels, Boogie Woogie Valiant, Flash Flanagan, Rex King, Shane, Stephen Dunn. The list goes on and on in the Battle Royal tonight. 7 big matches. The winner of the Battle Royal meets Terry Golden for the belt tonight. Friday, January 9th in Dixon at the Fleetport. Saturday, January 24th in Lebanon at the Lebanon Airport Armory. But don't forget the big one tonight. Tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena. 16-man Battle Royal. The winner gets a shot tonight at the North American title held by Terry Golden. We want to see you at ringside. Come on down, see your favorite wrestlers. Lots of matches, lots of action. Come on, you're recovering from the holidays. Come on tonight. Alcohol-free environment wrestling tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena. 16-man Battle Royal. The winner takes on Terry Golden, who will be the North American heavyweight champion when the night is over. See you at ringside tonight. Music City Wrestling tonight, only at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena.